Box office battle. Box office battle. Take that. Lilo and Stitch is the latest phenomenon in theaters. Live action Disney has been winning for several films now. People thought Mufasa was going to flop, but that took over the world globally, respectfully. Outgrow Sonic. So this live action Disney stuff, it keeps working. And Moana live action is next year. That's going to work again. All you got to do is put in all those songs that all the kids like. These live action Disney films, like I said, they cheat the system. They cheat the algorithm. What I mean by that is I always talk about 4-quadrant films: male, female, young, old audience, right? That's 4-quadrant. Disney isn't fair because these are children films, but you make it so attractive so the kids want to see it, so the whole family goes and sees it. That's cheating the system. Some of these older people don't want to see these live action Disney films, but they taking the kiddos, and so it's making money. So no shade. Lilo and Stitch. Like I said, I haven't really been a fan of that old 2002 animated film, but hey, the kids like it. Parents are taking them. The opening weekend, what was it at? 140. So it's gonna be, and the cinema score was an A, I believe, for Lilo and Stitch. So you're looking at, a little over 50% drop, maybe a 60% drop. Lilo and Stitch, right now, let's go to the current numbers on that. Before this weekend numbers come in, it already did 200 domestic and 200 international. So it's making bank, 420. It's going to take a little hit though, but this is still in line to be the next 900 million plus $1 billion type film, right? It's not going to have the hold that Minecraft had. That just is what it is. This film is already a win. It was $100 million budget, so it's straight profit every screening. I'm just saying it may teeter off like 800 million, but I mean, why argue? Why argue over a couple of $100 million, right? Like let's not do that. Let's not feel sorry for that. So that's cool. Let's go back as far as with Karate Kid. Karate Kid is opening. All right. That's the new Karate Kid. Though it's supposed to be kind of after Cobra Kai series. I haven't seen this film yet, but early word of mouth. The cinema score will be out tonight, right, for Karate Kid Legends. Early word of mouth, this is an average film. This is a film I'll catch on matinee. Like, I'm not like hard pressed to go see it, immediately. For the projection of 25 to 35 million, that's pretty average. I think Mission Impossible may beat it actually, because these are projections. Shout out to Box Office Pro. Karate Kid Legends, it's not a lot of juice behind this, but if it makes 30 million opening weekend, they're doing good. This is a Sony film. They spent less than $50 million on it. So they're going to make their profit off of this and then home release. And this is a film that's going to have to be like 4 or 5 weeks in the theaters. And then they're going to throw it on digital and they're going to make their little money. And if it's enough audience for it, they'll continue, whatever that story, whatever this is that they're doing. Not a bad bow. It's just theaters are hot right now with some of these IPs. And Karate Kid just kind of just coming out there like, hey, guys. And they're like, okay, we'll take our little money and go. So that's pretty much what they're going to do. So, hey, like I said, props to them. They're going to make a profit off of that. As I mentioned, Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. If I could pull that screen up here. Now, as far as with Mission Impossible, let's not discuss the budget, okay? Let's just not talk about the budget, because Tom Cruise and his team, they're doing some creative accounting. Sort of this budget was tied to the previous Mission Impossible, but technically the budget is $400 million. Whatever. This is Tom Cruise, okay? He's winning headlines because, he was going head to head against his Lilo and Stitch film, kind of a different demographic audience. Now, the problem with Mission Impossible, and this is when I talk about 4 quadrant films, Tom Cruise, he doesn't really bring the women to the yard like he used to, right? Like this is, you got some baby boomer women that's like, oh, Tom Cruise, she had posters on the wall of Tom Cruise when she was growing up. But like, some of the, younger women and just, women audience in general, Mission Impossible doesn't really bring them. So it's good that this film had I believe, an A- cinema score, had a decent opening, 70 million holiday weekend opening. Where was the, was it 32? So you're looking at, again, more than a 50% drop or hold for, again, Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible. So you don't have the holding power that Minecraft and Sinners had the previous month, right? So it's kind of being spread out more. It's summertime. It's getting close to summertime, and it's going to be something for everyone. With Mission Impossible, as I pull up the numbers back up here, keep doing it. With it being 220 overall, domestic needs a little more boost. Now, the quadrants that Mission Impossible hits are male and slightly older. So it's the bros and the boomers, okay, that has to carry Mission Impossible. That's why you see domestically is under 100 million right now before the weekend. So, I mean, it's going to scratch and claw to try to get to close to 200 million domestic as possible. Tom Cruise, the international audience loves Tom Cruise. Like, he does these global tours and stuff. So, he's going to make enough money on this film. He's Tom Cruise. Just domestically, the bros and boomers may not be enough. And with it being closer to a 60% drop, this is going to kind of crawl its way. As we got, I think next week is Ballerina, which will eat up, I think, the Mission Impossible audience. So we shall see. We shall see how that all comes together with the box office. All 3 films worth watching. I plan on seeing Karate Kid. I'll see Mission Impossible again. Lilo and Stitch. No, I hate Stitch. Okay, I just personally,